Listening Test Instructions. The listening test is about 50 minutes. There are 6 parts in the listening test. You will have about 6 minutes to listen to each passage and answer the questions. The passage will be played once. Left-click on the mouse to select your answer. Practice question. There is one practice question. Listen to a short conversation. The passage will be played once. Then listen to the question and choose the best answer. Unfortunately, I missed the concert last night.
Listening to problem solving. You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Can I help you find anything?
Yes, I'm looking for a Norgus. I just tried the outdoor supply store next door, but they're sold out.
I'm not familiar with Norgus. Is that a type of tent?
No, but you can use it while camping. You wear it on your head, and it's got this wide brim to prevent sunburn. There's a zippered pocket inside for your credit cards, and in a boating emergency, you can inflate it and use it as a flotation device.
Oh, I've heard of those. They're those ones with the net that you can pull down over your face to keep the bugs away. Let me just check my computer. No, sorry, we don't have them in the store, but you can order one online.
Your store online?
Yes, we have a wider selection of clothing online. This store is so small. We mainly carry sports equipment.
Okay, thanks.
Question 1.
What is the woman looking for?
Question 1.
What is the woman looking for?
Question 2.
What does the woman say about the product she wants?
Question 2.
What does the woman say about the product she wants?
Any luck with the Norgus hat?
So
Any luck with the Norgus hat?
Sort of. I started to order one, but I stopped before paying. Your store's website charges $40 for the hat, which is a good deal, but then they want $20 for shipping.
Well, you can get free shipping if you join our customer club.
Yeah, I saw that, but it costs $50 a year to join, so it's really not worth it for me. I don't think I would use it that often.
Yeah, I see your point. What I would do is join the customer club, then buy your hat online and get the free shipping. There's a 30-day free trial period, so after 3 weeks you could cancel your membership.
Question 3.
What problem does the woman have now?
Question 3.
What problem does the woman have now?
Question 4.
How much does the store charge for a Norgus hat?
Question 5.
Why does the man want to help the woman?
Question 5.
Why does the man want to help the woman?
S? Success?
Yes,
S? Success?
yes. I just placed my order, and I texted my daughter about the free shipping.
Oh, great! Is she familiar with our store's website?
Oh yeah, she texted me back saying that she used to have a membership, but it's expired. She found a tennis racket on the site that she wants me to order for her.
Well, why not? You get free shipping for now.
Yeah, but my daughter lives far away. Will the store ship my order to her for free?
Sure. Use your address for billing and enter her address for shipping. It will still be free.
Great! My daughter will be thrilled.
Question 6.
What is likely true about the woman?
Question 6.
What is likely true about the woman?
Question 7.
How does the woman initially feel about shipping to her daughter?
Question 7.
How does the woman initially feel about shipping to her daughter?
Question 8.
What seems true about the woman's daughter?
Question 8.
What seems true about the woman's daughter?
Listening to a daily life conversation. You will hear a conversation followed by 5 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hi, Sharin. Has the number Hi, Sharin. Has the number 8 bus gone by yet?
Hi, Farhad. Not yet. It's always late. Did you finish everything you needed to do at the office?
Yeah, I did it last. It took me most of the afternoon, though, so I missed the staff meeting. What did they talk about?
It was interesting for a change. There was a presentation on the importance of volunteering in the community. The speaker gave us a list of websites to check, and she mentioned a few organizations that are looking for volunteers. You know, I bet a lot of places are looking for a volunteer bookkeeper. You would be in demand.
Maybe. But I think if I spend my time volunteering, I'd prefer to do something where I help people. You know what I mean? Something meaningful and rewarding. Bookkeeping doesn't use my people skills. My dream was to be a paramedic, but I don't think there are volunteer opportunities on an ambulance.
The speaker said the hospital is looking for volunteer greeters, especially in the Kids Cancer Center. I guess they welcome patients and caregivers, give them directions, and help keep the children busy. You'd be great doing that.
I don't know. That could be stressful. I don't have any training for helping sick people. Our kids are almost never sick. Did the speaker mention anything about volunteering at the library? I can see me doing that. I'm kind of a quiet, reserved guy anyway.
You underestimate yourself. You're always very friendly, cheerful, and helpful at work, and you're always willing to take that extra step to help someone. I think volunteering at the hospital would be perfect for you, as it would require people skills. You'd certainly get that good feeling of helping people.
Wow, that's wonderful praise. Maybe you'd write a reference letter for me then?
Sure, first thing tomorrow morning while you fill out the online volunteer application for the hospital. Oh, here comes the number 8, right on time for a change.
Question 1.
What is the relationship between the man and woman?
Question 2.
Where are the man and woman?
Question 2.
Where are the man and woman?
Question 3.
Where does the man think he would enjoy volunteering?
Question 3.
Where does the man think he would enjoy volunteering?
Question 4.
Why would the man be an excellent hospital volunteer?
Question 4.
Why would the man be an excellent hospital volunteer?
Question 5.
Why might the man take the woman's advice?
Question 5.
Why might the man take the woman's advice?
Hello, Ms. Green. I'm Robert. I've been told to... Hello, Ms. Green. I'm Robert. I've been told to report to you.
Oh, hello, Robert. Yes, please, this way. This will be your workstation. Someone from Infotech will be up later this morning to get you set up with your computer password and make sure that you can access all our basic programs.
Do you use Windows? Microsoft Office? I'm quite familiar with that operating system and those programs.
Yes, we do. There are also 2 other specialized programs you'll be using, but Infotech will show you how to access the self-study tutorials. In a couple days, I'll check with you to see if you have any problems.
Thanks. I shouldn't have any issues, though. I've done this type of work before.
That's good to hear. Our supplies closet is at the end of the hall. Marie should have equipped your desk with everything you need, but if there is something missing, please go help yourself. Do remember to sign the sheet for everything you take.
Okay. If there's something I need that isn't in the closet, should I ask Marie?
Yes, if it's not something she can provide, come see me. We may need to make a special request, though I can't imagine you'll need anything other than our usual supplies.
Got it. I doubt I'll be needing anything else either.
You're scheduled to see someone in Human Resources later this afternoon. She'll walk you through all of the paperwork to get you set up, direct deposit for payroll, as well as our various benefits. Most people find the information overwhelming, so feel free to take it home with you. You'll want to think about the various options with respect to medical and pension.
I didn't have any benefits at my last job, so I think I may indeed be overwhelmed. Thank you for your advice.
Lastly, we stagger our lunch hours, so our department is always staffed. Are you okay with 12:30?
Yes, that'll be fine. The lunch break is 45 minutes?
Yes, there's a cafeteria on site, but for your breaks, if you want a snack, there's a snack cart that comes around. You'll know when it's here. People rush out of their seats to get the good stuff. My personal favorite are their soft pretzels. Question 1.
What best describes the woman's role?
Question 1.
What best describes the woman's role?
Question 2.
What does the conversation imply?
Question 2.
What does the conversation imply?
Question 3.
When will Infotech see the man?
Question 3.
When will Infotech see the man?
Question 4.
What is true of the specialized computer programs?
Question Question 5.
What will the man likely do about benefits?
Question 6.
What is likely true about the woman?
Listening to a news item. You will hear a news item once. It is about 1.5 minutes long. Then 5 questions will appear. Choose the best way to complete each statement from the drop-down menu.
Cooper College will This fall Cooper College will This fall Cooper College will offer significantly more continuing education opportunities. According to program director Amy Buffer, the increase is due to the almost doubling of the city's population over the last 5 years. Not only are there far more qualified people to offer continuing education programs, she says, but there is an increased desire for them. The college will also introduce a new delivery format. Traditionally, programs were either full or half courses, lasting 8 or 4 months, or they were week-long seminars. The college has plans, however, for more than 60 single-day sessions dedicated to diverse but specific subject matters. Most professionals, Buffer says, neither need nor can afford an entire week of study. She mentions that while employers used to pay for such courses, the prevalence of contract employment has unfortunately meant the end of such employer-provided benefits. The sessions will be held not at the main campus, or even one of its 2 satellite campuses. Instead, Buffer says, locations will be determined by the sessions themselves. For example, the digital photography session will be held at a local studio, and the business startup session will be held at the local Chamber of Commerce.
Listening to a discussion. You will watch a 2-minute video, then 8 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question.
You will watch a discussion among 3 people. They are colleagues at work. They are having the conversation in the lunchroom. This is Glenda. This is Trish. This is Mark.
Hey, have you two heard that they're thinking of changing our vacation policy?
Changing it how? I hope they're not thinking of reducing the number of days we get.
Well, they better not be thinking that. I've worked here a long time in order to earn my 3 weeks vacation every year. I'll sue if they suddenly say I can only have 2 weeks.
No, I don't think they're changing the total number of days that we're entitled to. I believe they're considering changing how many we can take at one time.
Well, you mean I can't take all my weeks at the same time? But 1 week isn't long enough to go anywhere. 2 weeks is barely long enough.
No, what they're saying, or at least what I believe they're saying, is that you can't just take a day here and a day there. Like, you know how Phil takes all of his vacation days on Fridays, so that he has 3-day weekends all summer long?
Well, this new rule applies to any single days, but I often take my vacation days for when my kids are sick.
Well, I think what they're saying is you have to take your vacation in minimum 5-day chunks, whole weeks. I sort of see what they're saying. It's a lot harder to cover one day than it is to hire a temp for a week or two.
You're right, a temp for a day doesn't help much. Still, I think we should be able to take our vacation days however we want.
I totally agree. Too bad we don't have a union. Do either of you want to come down to Human Resources with me to make a complaint?
No, don't do that. I mean, at least confirm the change in policy first. At this point, it's just hearsay, it's just rumors.
I'll come with you. I need those individual days for when my kids are sick.
I'm not sure your point is relevant. We're all entitled to days off. What you do on those days shouldn't be considered any more important than anyone else's choices.
I agree in theory, but you don't have kids, do you?
Listening for viewpoints. You will hear a report once. It is about 3 minutes long. Then 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question from the drop-down menu.
Have you heard this crazy thing about free trade in Canada? It is actually easier for a winery in California to send a case of wine into Alberta than for a BC winery to do the same, all because of the existing trade agreements between the provinces, which has been in effect since 1995. Despite the fact that 40% of Canada's exports are actually to other provinces, the regulatory environment on trade is completely restrictive. And it's not just wine and beer that have been affected. Everything from refrigerators to artisanal cheese has had barriers to their trade, from outright restrictions to enormous amounts of red tape. In the previous trade agreement, the provinces had to list all of the trade items that were to be allowed to pass freely over the borders, and it was inevitable that some items were left off the list. Wine and beer, for example, have been left off the list since 1928, when a law was enacted that allowed provincial governments to control alcohol sales across their borders. Slow-moving change makes it understandable why these details have never come off the books. On July 1st, 2017, Canada's 150th birthday, the Canadian Free Trade Agreement, or CFTA, was brought into effect. It uses a negative list approach. Essentially, jurisdictions will lift all barriers to trade, but must now list specific exceptions. Terry Whitten, a prominent trade lawyer, says the solution is a modern and ambitious agreement, and one that will primarily reduce regulatory barriers. It promises to reduce or eliminate red tape for businesses, and this will allow for freer movement of workers in the trades and working across boundaries. Also, businesses can bid on work in different provinces. To others, the CFTA sounds better in theory. Instead of having to depend on a list of approved trade items, everything is fair for export, unless there's a mention of it in the exceptions list. But in all the hype about how great the agreement is, no one mentions the fact that there are 160 pages of exceptions. Because of this, some think that instead of just dropping regulations from almost 100 years ago, they've created more procedures and processes. In response to critics, the government has now created a CFTA working group to devise a solution. Sandy Ford, an activist and business owner, is skeptical. This is really just creating one more step instead of simply lifting all restrictions, she says. Really, in the end, all we can hope for is that a more liberal process will be forthcoming, because now it is only marginally better than it was before. Have you heard this crazy thing about free trade in Canada? It is actually easier for a